Welcome back to Sous Vide Everything, guys. You saw the thumbnail. This one is a little bit wild, a little bit crazy, but if it works, it will be fantastic. Check it out. This is an eye round. It is a tough cut of meat. That is one of the reasons it's so inexpensive. Another reason is that you can see there is zero intramuscular fat. So with all that being said, it got me thinking. If fat is flavor, well, maybe I just wrap it up on the fattiest thing I can find. And as you know, nothing comes close to pork belly. But before actually doing that, the first thing we need to do is to put a nice beautiful sear on it. And the best tool for the job is the flamethrower. It does the job quick and easy, but most importantly, it is fun to use. As you can see, by the time I was done, it's perfectly seared. That Maillard reaction is what we all love in any kind of meat. My next thought was to create a binder, and just like beef Wellington, I started with a little bit of Dijon mustard. Spread everything with a brush and make sure every single edge was covered. Now many people says that binders do not produce any type of flavor, and that is somewhat true. It all depends on how much you spread. If you put as much as I'm putting it here, it will actually develop a little bit of flavor. The next thing to do is to create a rub. And remember, exact amount and ingredients always in the description down below for you. I started with a little bit of Korean chili flakes, followed by black pepper, granulated onion, a little bit of cayenne, coriander, onion powder, cumin, and finished it off with freeze-dried basil. Now all there's left to do is to mix it well and your rub is done. That should give a nice, wonderful flavor into the roast. But I hope you noticed that I did not add any salt. You really don't know what a rub will taste like if you add salt into the rub. So I first started with spreading the rub all over the roast. Make sure to cover every single edge, because if there's one thing we can control on an eye round is the amount of seasoning that we need to put. Then of course, once that was done, I started with the salt. This is the best way to season any type of roast. It allows me to measure the exact amount I want. Once I was done with the salt seasoning, as you can see, every single piece of this roast is fully covered. And that is exactly what you're looking for. For my pork belly, this is the one I chose. Usually I always look for one that has the least amount of fat. But for this cook, it's actually the opposite. The more fat, the better. The first thing I decided to do was to split it open. Just make sure you have a nice sharp knife and work nice and slowly. Once I was done with the first side, I jumped into the opposite one. I basically opened up in 3 sections. And just in case if you're not happy on how flattening it is, you can always use a meat mallet. Opening it up like this also gives us another opportunity to season it even more. Talking about that, I started with a little bit of salt, followed by Guga's rub. Make sure you get every single edge and everything is coated. Then I put the eye round right in the middle. As you can see, the pork belly is a little bit too big. You just gotta trim out the excess. The next thing to do is pretty straightforward. Just wrap it around and roll it as best as you can. To secure it and make sure that it will not fall apart on meat, I used butcher's twine. And let me tell you something, make it tight because it will definitely shrink. Once I was done, this is what it looks like. That, my friends, is something I've never seen before, and I can't wait to find out how it's gonna taste. To add even more flavor, I decided to throw in a little bit more of Guga's rub. That will ensure that every single bite of this pork belly is nice and flavorful. But now that it's fully ready, all there's left to do is to throw it in the bag, vacuum seal it, and get it ready for the water bath. But first, I decided to make an awesome side dish with some leftover rice. The first thing I like to do is to throw in a little bit of olive oil into the pan. Dice up about 25 cloves of garlic and throw it into the pan. Keep it on the low heat so that you do not burn the garlic. We're basically trying to infuse the garlic taste into the oil. Once it's fully cooked just like this, all there's left to do is to strain it, and you have the best of both worlds. Olive oil with flavor of garlic, and of course the garlic bits. Now it's time to bring back to life this yesterday's rice. I'm using jasmine, but you can use any type of rice for this one. The first thing I like to do is to start it with the flavored olive oil. Cook it under medium-high heat and make sure you break all of the rice apart. Then add your garlic bits and mix everything well. To finish it off, season it well with salt, and your all-new garlic rice is ready to be enjoyed. You can always add a little bit of green stuff if your nephew hates it, but that is just for coloring, because this rice is awesome. But now going back to our eye-round pork belly roast, I'm cooking at 160 degrees Fahrenheit for a total of 24 hours. And remember that it's gonna float like a boat, so make sure you put something right on top of it. And I can't wait to find out how it's gonna taste. I got my crazy creation cooking, everybody. What do we do now, Angel?
Well, now let's say thank you to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video.
That's right. Now more than ever, we rely on our internet and we want our information to be secure. A lot of people are unaware of the amount of surveillance, limitation, and data mining done on their personal information on a daily basis.
And Surfshark VPN can get rid of all these problems. Surfshark turns you into an anonymous and hard to trace online user and makes the internet a safe place.
Another great reason to use a VPN is because content from streaming services can be geo-restricted based on what country you're in. With Surfshark, you can solve that problem by simply changing your location. Oh, and it also has HackLock ID, so if someone is trying to access your email, you will get notified right away.
Right now, Surfshark has a really good deal going on. By using the link in the description down below and the promo code SVE, you will get 85% off, plus you'll get 3 months for free, and Surfshark offers 30 days money back guaranteed.
That is a pretty good deal, bro. Make sure you guys check them out in the description down below. Thank you, Surfshark, for sponsoring this video. But now, let me tell you something. We've been cooking this thing since yesterday. We are hungry and it's time to take it out.
Let's do it!
Let's go. I'll tell you one thing, everybody. As soon as it comes out of the bag, it smells phenomenal. This right here is the juices from the bag. Man, I can basically just drink right here, and I'm gonna save this to make a wonderful ramen. I'm really a fan of ramen. I'm sure you guys are as well. And by the way, if you don't want to use it right away, you can always save it and freeze it for another day. Now here's the deal. That pork belly needs a nice beautiful crust, because right now it's just basically cooked fat, and whenever you put a nice crust on it, it becomes way better. The best way to put a crust on a pork belly is by using the flamethrower, because it's quick, fast, and it produces enough heat for that caramelization to happen. So now, as you can see, I know it doesn't look that good right now, but watch this. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful feast today. What do you think, Angel? Huh?
Well, I'm hungry, so that's good that we got a lot of food.
I know, right? So I got a little rice here, reheated rice, yeah, from yesterday. But at the same time, I have a feeling it's gonna be good, because I tried it, everybody. Gonna help. Try it. Tell me what you think about the rice. This is a good thing about it. If you're gonna do something, you know, reheat the rice, do something special with it, everybody. Huh? What do you think?
Oh, it's tasty.
And it sounds like you're gonna have to say something else.
You vampires gotta beware with this one. This thing is very powerful.
Yes, it is powerful, but it is flavorful though. If you like
it tastes really good. Yeah. But it's so powerful.
There's a lot of garlic in there, but take a look at this. This is a full experiment right here.
You use the pork fat so that it might be maybe a little softer. Maybe a little softer.
Maybe a little bit softer. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, if it's gonna be a great thing or a bad thing. If you show me this on a holiday plate on somewhere, I'll probably go like, what the heck did you do? What is this?
And then you go, okay.
Some Frankenstein meat or something. My whole idea is this, right? I round extremely lean. Yes?
Very, yeah.
Pork belly, extremely fatty.
Not lean at all.
Not lean at all. Oh, the complete opposite. So combining them both, let's see what they taste like. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I like that. I enjoy that. What do you think, Angel?
You know what it tastes like to me?
What?
It tastes like meatloaf to me.
Meatloaf, really?
Yeah.
It has, like, it's super soft. Maybe that's why you're saying that.
The flavor of it.
Really?
The flavor of it reminds me of meatloaf.
It's extremely tender, and there's a lot of flavor because the pork belly is very fatty. As soon as you bite, you know, juices go everywhere. Right. But the eye round, I will say, is a little dry.
Yeah, it's
right?
very not
Yeah,
moist.
Try the eye round by itself. Let's see the eye round. That's dry.
Yeah. And
Cooking
then
the eye round at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, like I did, will give a very, I don't want to say dry, but it's dry.
Yeah.
The thing is this, right? The pork belly has to be cooked at least 160 degrees Fahrenheit. If not, it does not do much. And the eye round should be cooked at 135.
Right.
So you try to play them both together and they don't like each other at that temperature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we tell you guys the truth. If it's good, it's good. If it's okay, we'll tell it like it is. Right, Angel?
Yeah, it's not like out of this world, like some Wagyu or something. No.
But it's good.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
can make
enjoy
it
it.
and eat it.
Yeah.
It's not like you can make it and be like,
like the pineapple experiment where you said this.
It's like the steak took a in my mouth.
You don't curse, bro. Don't say that.
That's how mad I am at this steak.
Anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was definitely something interesting and fun to do, right?
Yeah.
If you do enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody.
I'll say the rice helps a lot.
Oh, yeah. Even that garlic there, huh?
Yeah, the rice helps a lot because it gives it a few other flavors, and then it also gives it the moisture.
Right.
So you kind of got like more moisture. Anything that's moist, maybe even like a gravy would be good for this.
Oh, yeah. A nice sauce. Exactly. Good idea.
I think so, yeah.
Exactly. Make the sauce, everybody. Always make a sauce. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.